afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1,493rd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. And why is this edition an exciting one? Because I'm going to do something I've been looking forward to doing for months now. And you know what that is? I'm not going to waste a moment. I'm going to get right into it. Do not fall in love with the upside. I get to remove this off my board. It's like a ceremony. Hooray! 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 We erase it now. Will it stay off the board? I hope so. For now, you know, the markets, they really have gotten above any of those formations that we had building in the past and have maintained above. Now, can the markets have some down days? Of course, of course. But for now, we're not going to worry about when we get long aggressively and expect it to go higher. We'll see where it's going to go. Traders, many of you have known me for many years now. For 10 years, I've been putting out these videos. In the course of those 10 years, with the Lord's blessings and the OMNI being as insane as it is, I stood in front of this camera months before these things took place, months before, talked about the top in 2007, the OMNI got that right, talked about the bottom would come in at 668, the low was 666. You know, we talked about gold topping out at 1800, 1760 actually is where we thought it would top at 1680, OMNI called official top, gold smashed down. OMNI comes out in front of the camera on live national television on the Melissa Francis show, and it calls the top in crude at 103 we were at, and OMNI says we're going to go to 45, and it does. I mean, really? So you've seen some tremendous things. Just 3 months ago, we called the lows in gold while it was still sweeping down, and that was right on target. So the OMNI's made these fantastic long-term calls. Short-term trading, if you've been around with me for 10 years, you've seen some absolute magic there as well. Not every trade could ever win. We know futures trading is extremely risky. Substantial financial loss can be derived on any bad trade, on any bad mistake. You can have a good trade and make a mechanical error, like buying when you should have sold and lose all your money. So we know it's risky, and there's no way I can be right every day, day by day. But Oscar's Market Navigational Indicator has shown us some things I have never seen in all of my career when it comes to making fantastic calls. I offer this program. I teach you how to call Oscar's Market Navigational Indicator for yourselves here at a live 4-day seminar I hold in Las Vegas. There are 3 open seats left. OMNI Camp, September 9th through 12th. There's time, but time's starting to run out to get your plane tickets. OMNI Camp is an all-expense-paid seminar. It's really more than 4 days because you get in on a Thursday night and you go home on a Monday night or Tuesday morning. Count those days. You're with me. And what makes OMNI Camp special is you are going to be housed at what I call OMNI Camp 2.0. It is a building that I took from scratch and renovated and turned it into a facility where you Omniacs who come out here for the 4-day seminar spend those 4 days together. You become a fraternity, a small fraternity of Omniacs. When you leave my presence, not only am I online and on camera to help continue your education, but you will have each other. You will have yourselves as a fraternity that you will become. It's a fantastic thing that I've put together. It's a wonderful building. I've spent 6 months personally renovating, telling every single construction worker and everyone what I wanted, and that's where you will be staying. All expense paid. Food, if you drink, there's booze, there are snacks, there's everything you can think of here, and fun to do when you're not in my classroom, which is a pretty intense class. Traders, I want to show you where you will be staying for OMNI Camp. I'm going to give you a glimpse of that building now, and I want you to come to livewithoscar.com, fill out your OMNI Camp application, and I will personally check you out and decide whether or not you can qualify for one of these 3 seats. Stay tuned for OMNI Camp.
drove 29 hours from Wisconsin to come down here, drove it straight through. And on the way down, I was expecting to perhaps be tired somewhere along the way because it's a long drive. And I was up essentially for probably a day and a half, but my mind was just racing all the way down. I had so many things that I wanted to learn. I had so many questions that I wanted to ask. I was so excited about being able to come down here and meet him in person because he's just a force of nature when you see him on these videos. He's every bit as fun and informative and genuine as you might suspect, and just the whole way down I was completely engaged in wanting to be here.
I've been watching him for the last 8 months, and of course I was skeptical when I saw his flashes and all that, and then I started watching and seeing what he was doing and seeing what he was doing, and I was quite impressed by what he was putting out there, so I had to come and see it.
I came here because I saw Oscar on the internet, of course, joined the chat room, was impressed with his apparent track record, and so I bought the course to learn how to do it myself.
I was learning along the way as in the chat room, things would pop up, and I definitely recognized within a month or two that it was very, very powerful what was going on. It was very, very, there was a lot of possibility. I saw the possibility, but yet I understood within a relatively short period of time that it was very, very difficult for me to do without having the extra additional knowledge about what Oscar does. So that's why I made the decision and was very, very fortunate to be able to come out to this first Omni Camp 2.0, and I'm very, very glad that I did.
I had big expectations regarding his system, and this whole experience just blew my mind. I mean, it over-delivered expectations, for sure.
Why create mediocrity when you can imitate genius? And to me, Oscar is a genius in this business because he's studied it more, he's tested it more, he's tested it with his own money and continues to do that. What better validation could you have?
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.